Boots on the ground in North Mississippi, from FEMA to the National Guard, as well as hundreds of volunteers in the most affected areas. Action News 5's Garner Montgomery takes us to Tippah County in North Mississippi, where thousands have been without power for 10 days now.
Right now, I'm in the Tippah County Coliseum in Ripley, which has been the county's distribution center. This is where everything is organized to be sent out to every corner of Tippah County, from Walnut to Blue Mountain. This includes medical supplies, generators, and lots of water, as much of Tippah County is still under a boil water notice because of complications with running their well system during this ice storm. This center also carries hundreds of MRE boxes, which stands for Meals Ready to Eat. But if this doesn't sate your appetite, there are food trucks and meal drives across the county so folks can get a warm meal. While residents are still roughing it, as many are still without power, the community support has kept spirits from falling.
Going to Walnut Fire Department every day. They was feeding us a hot meal. We was able to take a shower in Walnut at the Wellness Center. I'm just thankful for the community and everybody coming together to help the people that's in need, because it has been a total disaster.
Tippah County EMA Director Tom Lindsay says Tippah County residents can find resources and anything else they'll need at their local fire department. There are 10 fire departments serving as a point of distribution, so everything coming here is going out to somewhere close to those affected by this ice storm. Reporting in Ripley, Garner Montgomery, Action News 5.